बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी। वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे। परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को, राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर, शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरः पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
हरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं, मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्।
मधुरा
मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले संग्राममय जीवन धरा पर विजय रथ ले हम चले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले
मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
हरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर है सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
संस्थापकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna to everyone. I'm Jarna Makhija. I take pride in representing Geeta Pariwar in inviting all you little lovely angels for today's session. I bow down to the subtle presence of Param Pujya Swami Shri Govindadev Acharya Giriji, who is present here definitely guiding us. Today is Mahalya Amavasya, a day that you children all must know that we pay obeisances to the departed souls of our family and we gain immense blessings in returns. You all must have seen your parents doing some rituals about the same, so we learn from them. Let us all begin today's session with a heart-forming prayer, for which I would like to invite Vidya Narayan Didi from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Didi is a CT of L1, L2. She's a GC, mentor GC, tech star, and she has joined Geeta Pariwar in July 2024. Didi, you are most welcome. Please take the prayer.
Jai Shri Krishna for everybody. Let's start the prayer. Vasute Vasutan Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum Shri Krishna Vande Jagat Gurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi, a melodious prayer indeed, isn't it, children? We were all singing together. I could see you all doing it. So it's really great. Now let us all move ahead for kindling the lamp of light in our minds, for which I would like to invite Meenal Gadeji, who is from Balaghat, Madhya Pradesh, joined Geeta Pariwar in September 2024. She's a GC, a tech star, monitoring GC, mentor, Seva admission department, and Seva in also giving Seva in Aao Geeta Sevi Bane. You are welcome, Didi, for kindling the lamp, please.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Invoking Deepak Prajwalan Didi, the array of the hibiscus flowers had a different, unique peach color. Very, very interesting. Now, for all of you, you are all such budding Gita lovers who have grown interest in Gita interpretation. So now, everyone, get ready because I'm about to introduce someone super cool, like he's really cool. He's just 25 years old. Yup, not too far from being a kid himself. And he's got this super level hero love for Sanskrit. He grew up in the fast and fun city of Mumbai, but now he's all the way across the world in San Francisco, where he builds robots. Seriously, how awesome, isn't it? But guess what? Even with all this high-tech robo stuff, his heart is still in Bhagavad Gita. He joined Geeta Pariwar back in March 2021, and just like a superhero level up, he became a trainer by June in the same year. And now he's teaching the Shlokarth batch, helping us understand the meanings behind the shlokas, like a Sanskrit detective. So we are very happy to welcome a Gita young chant, Deepak Nagle with us. Clap your hands and shout hooray, because Deepak Nagle is here today. With robos and shlokas, he's got the knack. Give it up for Deepak Nagle. He's a real brainiac. You're welcome, Deepak Bhaiya. Kindly guide us and throw light on the 12th chapter for all of us.
Jai Shri Krishna. So I welcome all of you to the second part of 12th Adhyaya that we started over last weekend. So now let's see how much you remember from the previous session. Let's see how much have you practiced. I'll ask you a few questions. Let's see who can answer first, who answers correctly. So in the last Adhyaya, we talked about types of bhaktas. So can you tell me how many types of bhaktas we saw last time? You can type or you can show me on your fingers or you can type, anything is fine. Yes, correct. Let's see what answers I'm seeing. Yes, all of you have answered very well. Wow, yeah. Some of you have also mentioned what type of bhaktas were these. That is, can you now tell me what type of bhaktas were these? The answer is two. Yes, there were two bhaktas, two types of devotees. Now, can you also tell me what two? One of them pray to a particular existence of Bhagwan, and the other ones they pray to another other form of Bhagwan. Yes, correct. Sagun Nirgun, which is also form and formless. We saw that some of the devotees they pray to a form, let's say form of Bhagwan Krishna or Ganesha. And we also saw some of them experience Bhagwan in his formless existence. Now, can you tell me, did Bhagwan say any of them are better than other? Let's see what your answers are. Did he say, are these better than the other? No, yeah, that's correct. He did not mention that these are better than the others. He said both of them are equally good. He said both of them, they ultimately reach me, Bhagwan. So let's I'll ask another question. Did he mention that one of those paths are easier? Did he say that if path of worshipping one type of existence or one type of bhaktas, it is easier, and the other type, it's a bit difficult? Yes, he did that. Which one was more difficult? Which one was, yes, correct. Formless was a bit difficult to practice because we are attached to our bodies. So, very good. All of you have paid full attention in the last session, and we'll go ahead and we'll learn some more shlokas today. We'll see the meanings of shlokas from 12th to 20th till the end of this adhyaya. And this time, I want all of you to bring a pen and a paper. If you don't have it already, get a pen or a pencil, anything is fine, and keep a paper with you in which you can write a score. So, why am I asking you for a pen and a paper? Because in this adhyaya, Bhagwan is gonna tell us about what type of people he likes the most, what type of bhaktas he likes the most. He's gonna tell us that. So he has listed 39 different qualities. So all of you who wants to be Bhagwan's favorite, who wants to make him your best friend, not just friend, best friend. Who all want to do that? Yes, all of you. Yeah. Why? Why do we want to be his favorite? Because he's because he's so loving, because he is so kind, he's so smart, he's the most intelligent person. So all of these qualities, if we become friends with him, we will also get those qualities in us. We will also start becoming like him, and he will, because he loves us so much, we want him to be our friend, right? So in this adhyay, he has clearly told us what qualities are there that he likes the most. And he says if these qualities, yes, that is also correct, he will always protect us. So we want to be his favorite, and he has told us with 39 different qualities what makes someone his favorite, what makes someone closest to him. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna go through 39 different qualities. And where are these qualities mentioned? They're mentioned from 13th shloka till 20th shloka. You all know those shlokas. So when you sing those shlokas today with me, you will remember that, oh, he has mentioned it in this shloka. Yes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna score yourself. This is not for us to score someone else. This is for us. So you're gonna score yourself from 0 to 10 for each of those qualities. And we'll do self-analysis. This way, what will we achieve through this? We'll be able to, we'll know where we have to improve ourselves and how we can be even more closer to Krishna, how we can be even more closer to Bhagwan. So let's start. We'll start with the 12th shloka. Everyone, you can sing it with me. श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानाध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागस्त्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्. So, if you remember in previous shlokas from 8th shloka onward, Bhagwan told us different ways we can pray him, different ways we can connect with him. You know, the first thing he said in 8th shloka, Manyeva mana adhatsva. He told us that we should constantly, continuously try to focus on him. We should continuously think about him. We should try to focus on him. We should meditate. Yeah, correct word. Yes. Komaliji, correct. Yes. Meditate on him. And then he said, if you're not able to do that because we're living our daily lives and it's difficult for us to always do that. So he has said, if you're unable to do it continuously, then with practice you can achieve this. He said, practice engaging more and more with me. And how do we practice? We discussed this. Can you suggest some of the ways how we can practice connecting with Bhagwan? Yes, we can remember him, yes, but what are the different ways we can remember him? Yes, this is very good answer. We can, in different activities, we can engage him. We can bring him in different activities. But some of the ways we already do it is that we do arti, we do bhajan, we do kirtan, we read Bhagavad Gita. That is one of the best ways. We chant his name. Yes, all of these puja, correct. All of these ways are how we can connect with him. By this is practice so that we can think of him more and more. And then another way he suggested was whichever whichever activity karmas you're doing, you include me in it. You bring me in it. Think as if you're doing those activities for me. So next time, even when you're studying, many people don't like to study for hours. But imagine you're studying with your friend. Wouldn't it be easier? Wouldn't it be more fun? So he's saying, do that. Include me in your activities. If you're singing, think as if you're singing it for him. If you do that, then you're automatically in the back of your head, subconsciously you're thinking of him. And then he said, if you're not even able to do that, then what you should do? You should uh, give the results of your karma, the fruits of your actions, the results of your actions, give those to me. Now, give in the sense through your mind. So when you take exam, don't think about the result. Let Krishna take care of it, or let Bhagwan take care of it. This way, he said, this is also another way you can reach me. So now he's mentioning which of these is better than the others. So he says, Shreyo his jnanam abhyasa. He says, Abhyasa. Abhyasa is practice. Practice that you're doing. Better than that is jnana. Jnana is knowledge. Now let's see why it is the case. How many of you have rode a bicycle? Have you? Do you ride bicycle? Have you done that before? Yes, many of you have done that. So, how did you learn about it? How did you learn how to ride a bicycle? Did you read a book? Is that the way to learn how to ride a bicycle? Can you learn how to ride it on different roads just by reading a book? Yes, I mean, you might learn some aspects of it, but you won't be able to ride it that well. If you're first time, many of us fall when we ride a bicycle. So, just like that, he's saying, Shreyo his jnanam abhyasa. So, abhyas is practice. Better, he's saying, better than practice is the actual knowledge. Better than practice is the practical knowledge. So when you're riding a bicycle, yes, someone can teach you, hold it like this, then there is a pedal, you can rotate it, and you can rotate it faster if you want to go fast. These are the brakes, press them. You can hear it from someone. It is good, but having the practical knowledge means that you're able to actually ride a bicycle. So just like that, all this practice that we are doing to connect more with Bhagwan, to think more of Bhagwan, to include him more in our life. Better than this practice is to have the actual knowledge, practical knowledge, how we can do it. So better than similar to that, I can give you another example. So when we are in school, they teach us 1 plus 1, 2. Then they teach us 2 plus 1 is 3. And 2 plus 2 is 4. Now there are some kids, some of us, what we do, we memorize it. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 2, 4. And then what happens in the exam, they ask us 3 plus 2. Now, how, if we have memorized it, if we haven't learned how to calculate it, how are we going to answer? We won't be able to answer it. So just like that, Bhagwan is saying, better than this practice is having the actual knowledge to implement it, having the practical knowledge. And then he says, Jnana Dhyanam Vishishyate. Then he says, better than just the knowledge is Dhyanam. Dhyanam is meditation. Meditation or remembering him, thinking about him. Now, why is he saying that? All of these attempts are for us to include him more and more in our life, to think about him more and more, to remember him more and more. Because you remember in 8th shloka, he has said, if you continuously think of me, you will live inside me. So, to make him our best friend, we are trying to remember him more and more. So, that's why he's saying better than even the practical knowledge is to actually meditate on him, to think more about him. And then what he says, Dhyanat karma phalat tyagas. Better than dhyana, better than meditation, better than attempting to think of Bhagwan more and more is karma phala tyaga. So what do these words mean? It means uh, giving up the fruits of your action, giving up the results of your action. Now why? Why do we have to do that? So the simple reason is if any action that you do. Suppose you are going to meet someone, if your friends are gonna see you, but so if you keep thinking about them, if you keep think planning, if you plan it, it is good. If you're planning what you'll do with them, that is good. But if you spend all of your mental energy or throughout the day, if you're thinking about, oh, we'll do this, we'll have this type of fun, then what happens? You won't be able to think about Krishna. Or let's say if you're taking an exam, you studied for it, good. But then when you took the exam, you're concerned about the result. You're like, will I get 90% or will I get 95%, 100%? Or if I get 90%, will everyone be happy? Will they be, yes, you're overthinking about the results. Why you should not do that? Why you should give it up to Krishna? Why you should mentally give up the results to Krishna? Results in the sense, you should let Krishna decide what should be the outcome. Not just for exams, any even small actions, even the dress you're wearing, even when you're thinking about what food mom will cook today, you should let Krishna take care of it. Why? Because otherwise you're thinking about those things. You're not remembering Krishna. So to be able to remember Krishna more and more, you should, he's saying, even better than being able to do dhyana, which is meditation or thinking of him, is giving up the results of your action. Any actions that you do, give up the results to Bhagwan. If you do that, then automatically you'll be able to think more and more of him. So he says, starting from, he says, better than practice is having practical knowledge. Better than practical knowledge is being able to remember him or meditating on him. Better than that is giving up the results of your action. So now we are going to look at 39 qualities. There are 39 things that Bhagwan has mentioned in Shloka 13 to 20. Now, I'll tell you each of those. What you have to do is you write that quality and next to it, score yourself from 0 to 10. If you think that this specific quality is not enough in you, or you don't even have this quality, then you will score yourself 0, 1, something like that. If you think that this quality is good enough in you, if you think it is good enough, but it's not enough, so it's not complete, you can increase it more, then you'll score yourself 4, 5. And if you have this quality completely in you, you'll score yourself 10 out of 10. So uh, we'll start. Let's sing 13 shloka. Adveshta sarvabhutanam maitrah karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaras samadukha sukha kshami. The first quality that Bhagwan tells us is Adveshta sarvabhutanam. You should not be angry at anyone. You should not hate anyone. So no anger. You can write no, not being angry at anyone, or no anger as the first quality. Now what happens is sometimes some people haven't even done anything to us. We still get upset at them. You might have few friends in your school, but there are people who are not in your group, and you're like, oh, I don't like that person. That person is not fun. That person talks too much. That person is so uh, I don't like such person. So this is something that all of us see. Some of your faces, I can see some of you smiling and remembering when the last time this happened with you. So what you should do is you should work. First of all, make sure that at least those people who haven't done anything to you, don't be angry at them. Especially those people who are taking care of you, if they're your parents who think the best of you, don't get angry at them. And then even going ahead, the next stage is you shouldn't even be angry if someone does bad to you. Yes, if someone is hurting you, you can limit your time with them. That is fine. But here you should not have anger because that anger is not gonna help you in any way. So if you think you get angry at people, even people uh, who haven't done anything bad to you, or they they have done good to you, even then you're getting angry at them, then your score should be near 0, 1, 2. And if you don't think you ever do that, then you can score yourself near 8, 9, or 10. Then next word is maitraha. Maitraha. Maitraha is friendship, the feeling of friendship. So, regardless of how anyone behaves, you should be able to make or not just make friends with them, you should consider them here as your friend. Even if someone is not behaving well to you, doesn't mean that you should be upset at them here. Yes, you can limit your time with them, but in your mind, you should consider yourself as friend of everyone, every living being. So when you do this, this is another thing that Bhagwan likes. You become more and more favorite of Bhagwan when you do this. So second quality is friendship. Make everyone your friend. Even if someone is not good to you, in your head, you should make them your friend. Think of it as there is some baby. If you bring a toy for a baby, let's say you're visiting your relatives and they have a little baby, 2 year old, and you bought a toy for it. You bought a toy and you gave it to that baby, and what that baby does is it tries to play with it and then it throws it on your face or something, or throws it away. Now, what will you think? Will you be angry at that baby? Will you think that this baby is my enemy? Will you think like that? No, right? Why? Because that's just a baby. So you should also think like that even when you see other people, let's say at school or somewhere else. Uh, you should think in your head that they're your friend. Even if they don't act like it, you can still consider them as your friend. So if you have this quality in you, you can rate yourself accordingly from 0 to 10. Third quality is karuna. Maitra karuna evacha. Karuna is kindness. So kindness can come in different forms. So the first step is, of course, our family. We should be kind to our family. If anyone in our family is having a difficult time, we should be kind to them. Your closest friends, are you kind to your friends? Or do you tease them? Do you make fun of them? So you should be kind to your close friends as well, with all of your friends. But even more importantly, you should be kind to all the people, even if they're not your friends, even if they're not gonna bring any benefit to you. Even then, you should be their friend. If you do that, you become Bhagwan's favorite. So, kindness is the third quality. Imagine all of us are able to, we have phones, laptops. There are people who don't have even enough food to eat. So, what should you do? If you have something to eat, you can give it to them, right? Are you gonna starve if you don't do that? No. So, you should be kind to uh, anyone that you can help out. In your school, there are many different ways you can help out people. It's not just food. In your school, let's say you're very good at English. You're able to score very well at English. You know past tense, you know future tense, and you know synonyms, antonyms, everything. But your friend doesn't know it. Then you can go there and help your friend. Or not even friend. There is someone who's not part of your group, then even then you can go there and help that person to how to answer this question, how you can study better. You can always do that. So this is the third quality, kindness. Then nirmamo nirahankaraha. This is very important. Nirmamaha. Nirmamaha. Do you know what the word mama means? Anyone, if you know it, it's a Sanskrit word. If you know it, you can type it. Mama. The word is mama. What does it mean? I'll also give you a hint. If I want to say my name is Deepak, how would I say it in Sanskrit? Mama nama Deepakaha. Yes, the word it means mine or my, means my or mine. So nirmamaha is not mine or it's not my. So what happens is we say, oh, this is my bottle. We say this is my pen. We say this is my book. So all this, whenever we say my, then we are getting attached to that object. So let's say we got a really good pen. When we go to school, we have a really good pen or pencil, and your friend doesn't have it. Or there is a kid sitting next to you. He doesn't have a pen. He is asking for a pen. Now you have two pens. You have a really fancy one that you just got for yourself. And you have another one that is about to die. That pen, it doesn't write well. Which one will you give it to the next person? That's the question. If you give the boring pen, that means you have attachment to the other pen, the interesting pen that you just bought that you really like. That means you have the feeling of my mind over there. And it can happen with anything. It can be with object, it can be with people. If you have a friend and he is not talking with you enough, he's talking with other friends, then you again feel that this is my friend. Why is he speaking with others? So this is all that my. So Bhagwan is saying over here, not my is the quality, not mine is the quality that you can have. So rate yourself if you are attached to different objects or people, it is the feeling of my. You should not have it. If you have it less in you, then the score will be higher. If you have the feeling of not mine high, then it is higher. If you don't have enough not my quality, then it is low. Then nirahankaraha. This is also something that is difficult for many people, including me. Nirahankaraha. Ahankaraha. Can anyone guess what this word means? Ahankaraha. Have you heard this word before? Yes, you would have. Some of you have. Yes, ahankara is ego. Nirahankaraha is not having ego. So what happens? Some of us, we are good at sports. We play cricket very well. We play football very well. Then if we win, if we win in school, then everyone is praising us. They're like, this person, he played so well. Or some of us are good at painting. What happens? We paint something really well in school, and the teacher, she's very happy with us. She's giving us good score. She's showing her painting to everyone. She's putting the painting next to the blackboard, and it makes us feel like we are so good. We are and that the feeling of good, sometimes it turns into feeling of better. We feel like we are better than others, and that is where we fail. So it is good to be satisfied and happy, but it's not to have an ego. Tomorrow there is an exam and you score 100% in it. Then your parents, they're of course they're gonna be happy, right? All of your parents, if you score 100%, are they ever not happy? Their whole day will be, throughout the day they'll be happy just to learn that my kid got 100% score. Now what happens when you get 100% score? Your parents are happy. Then they tell this to everyone. They say, look at my kid, he scored so well in this exam. And then you get an ego. You think you're smarter than others. So this is something that we should not have, is the ego. So no ego is the next quality. And if you have less ego, then you can score yourself higher. If you have more ego, you score yourself lower. The fourth quality is not my, not mine. And the fifth quality is no ego. Next is sama dukkha sukhaha. Sama dukkha sukhaha. What does it mean? Sama is equal, being equal in sukha dukkha. Why is Bhagwan saying this? Being equal in joy and sorrow. This is the sixth quality. Why should be equal in joy and sorrow? Why is it important? Shouldn't we celebrate when we have joy? And shouldn't we be sad when there is something to be sorrowful about? So the answer is, um, if you get too excited, if you, let's say, it can be anything. Uh, you wanted to go on a trip with your friends and your parents allowed it, or your parents are taking you somewhere that you really, really wanted to go, then you become super happy. Now the happiness is good, but when it gets too much, now this one is again a bit difficult. If it gets too much, if you get too excited, what happens? It's not always that we can get that thing, right? It's not always that we can go somewhere. You want to visit this place. It's not always that you can do that. Or you like something to eat. Yes, today your mom cooked it for you. Or you went out and ate. But it's not always that that object is gonna be there with you continuously. Next day, again, you want to eat something tasty. It's possible that you might not have it with you. So, or let's say you get good marks. Simple example in school. Or yeah, if you get good score in exam and you get super excited, what happens? That is good. But it is possible that someday you might not get a good score. Then what happens? You become sad. So to not feel sad, we should also not, we should treat joy and sorrow equally. So when we do that, if we don't get too excited when something good happens, then we won't get that sad when something sad happens as well. So that's why Bhagavan is saying for both joyful things and sorrowful things, you should be equal. Treat joy and sorrow as equally. Think as if they're the two sides of the same coin. This is the sixth quality. And the seventh quality is Kshami. Kshami is forgiveness. Now, forgiveness. Again, it is easy to forgive someone who we really like. If your younger brother or your younger sister does something, you'll get upset for some time, but you'll forgive him or her, right? Or will you hold a grudge for next few days? No, right? With your sibling. If it is your closest friend, again the same thing. You can't do that, right? But now imagine someone from that other group. Someone from the other group made fun of you. Now what happens? We get we get upset and we are not able to forgive that person. And why should we forgive? What's the main reason to forgive? You know, the main reason to forgive is that it gives us the peace of mind. It's not even about the other person. If we don't forgive someone, they're not gonna care. We are gonna get upset over here. We are gonna repeatedly think about the other person. Why did that person act like that? So that's why we should be able to forgive anyone, even if someone is bad to us. You should be able to forgive them. Now look at Arjuna. His, this Kauravas, they took away all Pandavas' kingdom. They tried to kill them so many times. They tried to send them in. They sent him in forest. He had to live in forest for so many years, and he had to hide from them. For the last year, the thing, not only he had to stay away from them, he had to hide from them because what they had done in the game that they played is that if you get found, you have to do another few years. So because of that, not just he had to live in a forest, he had to hide from these Kauravas. Now, someone does that to you. Imagine 13 years in a forest. Would you ever forgive such person? But Arjuna did. That's why Arjuna is one of Krishna's best friends. He really likes Arjuna. That's why he's telling him this Bhagavad Gita. So, when this happened, even during the war, the reason he didn't want to fight this war is because he didn't want to kill any of them. They tried to kill him so many times, but he did not want to kill any of them because he had already forgiven them. He already forgave them. Because of that, he is Bhagwan, one of the best friends of Bhagwan that are there. So, 7 qualities forgiveness. Then, next quality is 14 shloka. Let's sing 14 shloka together. Santushtas satatam yogi yatatma dridhanishchayah mayyarpitamano buddhir yo madbhaktas same priyah. Santushta. Does anyone know this word? You might have heard this word. Can you type it? What this word means? Make a guess. Let's see how many of you know this word, Sanskrit word. Yes, many of you are correct. The word santushta means satisfied. Yes, it is related to happiness. That is correct. But the closest word to santushta is satisfied, satisfaction. Yes. Now, what happens is, uh, let's say we get a new bag or new toy, new lunchbox. We get excited. Oh, I have this new lunchbox. Oh, I have these new shoes. And what happens after a few days? That toy gets old, or that object it gets old. Then, oh, okay, I have a really good example for you. Uh, have you watched Doraemon? In Doraemon, do you know Sunio? So each time that Sunio, what does he do? He is so rich, he gets some different toy, different game, and uh, he goes to different places. And what happens to Nobita when he sees that? What happens to him? He starts crying. He's that upset. He cries. He goes to Doraemon and he asks Doraemon that I want to do the same thing. So all of this, it comes from not being satisfied. Had it not been better that if Sunio gets something, still he is able to not care about it, not lose his patience, and maybe focus on Bhagwan a bit more, make Bhagwan his friend. So, just like that, if we are not satisfied, and if we get something, we would, what ends up happening is we would want more and more of it. Let's say if there is a pen, there is a new pen that you bought, and then you see another one. You see, if you get excited by this pen, what would happen is you would see another better friend in your better pen in your friend's hand, and then when you see that pen, you feel like this pen doesn't matter anymore. More, it doesn't have any value. Or similar to that, if you have a toy and you somebody a few days you played with this toy, but after that you saw even better toy with someone else, then you lose the value of that toy. So this quality is very important, satisfaction. If you're satisfied, if you don't do this, then you can score yourself higher. If you're not satisfied, you can score yourself lower. Now, how exactly to go beyond this? So how exactly to be satisfied? Because sometimes it is difficult. What do we have to do? We should control our desires. If we do that, then we are able to, if we are able to control our desires, then automatically we'll get satisfaction. If we put fuel in our desires, if we get some new backpack and we want a new bottle along with him, with that bag, that means we're giving fuel to the fire, that is desire. If we give fuel to the desire, it's gonna grow more and more. And next time when you don't get anything, you'll feel sad. That's why we should be, this is how you should be satisfied, by controlling your desires. There is even smarter way to be able to be satisfied. What you should do is, uh, let's say, you like eating sweets. You love eating sweets. You have a sweet tooth. Now, instead of asking for more and more chocolates, or if your friend gives you one chocolate, asking for one more, instead of that, what you can do is you can eat prasad. You can go to temple and eat prasad. So this way, you're satisfied and you're also bringing Bhagwan in your life. So this is a really good way to be satisfied, more and more satisfied. Next one is ninth one, Satatai Yogi. Satatai Yogi. Satata. This word means always, continuously, always. We have seen this word before, continuously. So Bhagwan is saying yogi. Yogi means connected, bonded, connected. So Satatan Yogi is being connected to Bhagwan continuously. In different activities, if you're singing, sing about him. If you're painting, either paint him or paint something and think of him while painting it. Think like you're going to give him this painting. If you're cooking something, if you're making something, think like you're making it for him. If you do that, then if you're bringing him more and more in your life, then you're more connected to him. He's gonna be even better friend of yours, and you'll experience that in your life. You'll slowly start experiencing how your life changes. So if you have this quality, then satatam yogi, you can rate yourself higher in it. If you have brought Bhagwan more and more since last week, you can rate yourself more. If you haven't done that enough, you can rate yourself less. Next one is uh, Yatatma. Yatatma. What does it mean? Strong self-control. Self-control. I would say self-control is the word. Yatatma. So this is very difficult, especially in the all of us who are young people. It's a bit difficult for us. Why? Because we have this thing with us. This thing, if we are studying and if we keep this thing next to us, then we are not gonna focus. Or there is another thing. Many times it's in your living room. Can you think of that thing that distracts you a lot? It's many times it's in your living room. Yes, the first answer is yes. Everyone knows this. So it's your TV. Now, tomorrow you have again an exam. You have your math exam. Or if you have your English exam, you have to prepare for that. And somebody played something nice on TV. Now your eyes are here, but your ears are there. So this what causes you to lose control, self-control. There is another one that I personally used to experience. When I would try to study, I could hear all my friends playing downstairs. They're having so much fun, they're laughing. With that, I used to find it difficult to focus. So how can you improve it? So first of all, put yourself a score from 0 to 10, how much self-control you have. Are you able to study really well even with if the TV is going on? If that's the case, you can score yourself high. If not, you can score yourself low. So what you can do is you can practice better. So when you're studying, be at a place where you can really study, you can focus, at least at first. Or another thing you can do is you can meditate. You can try to meditate, breathe. If you do that, or you can even chant shlokas, these shlokas that you're learning, if you're able to chant them, then your focus also increases. So if you do that, automatically your self-control will improve. And you can understand things, you can try to understand things better. When it comes to food, do you have control or do you like chocolates, candies, all this tasty stuff? If you do, then practice better. And another way to do that is if you understand things better, if you really understand that, okay, this food, yes, it's good over here, but once it goes inside, it's going to do bad things. If you understand that, then automatically you'll be able to control yourself. And yes, it takes time. It doesn't change immediately. It takes some time, and slowly you will be able to build up on this self-control. Next quality is strong determination. You can write strong determination. Dridha nishchayah is the word in Sanskrit. Strong determination. So what happens? Let's say we have exam in a week. What we do is we make a schedule. We say this day I'm gonna study this thing from this time to that time. This day I'll play a bit less of games. I'll spend less time with my friends because I have to prepare for the exam. You make this good schedule for the next 7 days. And what happens? The next day arrives and you try to start at that time, but you're not able to complete it. You get distracted. So this is where self-determination comes into picture. So you should schedule things and you should slowly do them. Determination is what determination means is that if you decide to do something, you are gonna do it. If you're good at that, that is good self-determination. If you're not able to do that, even when you decide I'm going to do this, you're not able to do that, that means you have less self-determination. So Bhagwan is saying that if you have this quality, if you have you have strong determination, then such a person is one of Bhagwan's favorite. This is a quality that Bhagwan likes in all of us. So strong determination. This is another quality. So another thing, we decided to chant one shloka every day at least, right? So if you should do it, and if you are able to do it, that means you have strong determination. I think all of you have good determination because you are attending the classes every day and you're also coming to this Vivecham and you're practicing it. You're learning from it and you're determined to be Krishna's best friend. That's why all of you have good determination. Next one is Mayarpita Mano Buddhir. Mayarpita Mano Buddhir. What it means is give your mind and intellect to Bhagwan. Always remember him. Mayarpita Mano Buddhir. Man is mind. Buddhi is, what's the word for buddhi? Intellect. So he has told it to us already. What does it mean? What does it giving mind and intellect to Bhagwan? What does it mean? It means remembering him as much as we can in every activity. If we are able to remember him a lot during the day, during different activities, then that means we are giving our mind and intellect to him. So this is another quality that if you are able to do that, you can rate yourself higher. Intellect is your buddhi. Intellect is the thing that lets you decide what to do. Mind is the thing that makes you think, but when you're making a decision, your mind goes to buddhi and it makes the decision. Your mind, it goes to intellect to make a decision. Oh, should I do this or that? Today, should I study or should I play with friends? This is a thought coming in your mind. And then your mind goes to your intellect, your buddhi. And once your mind goes to your buddhi decides, your intellect decides whether you should do this or that. So the thing that makes decision is your intellect, and the thing that thinks is mind. So Bhagwan is saying whatever action you're taking, yes, you do take that action, but after that, don't think about it. think about, dedicate it to me. Think about me. Don't think about if what will happen in future. Don't think about I took an exam, I prepared for it, I took an exam, but will I get good marks? Don't think about it. Think about me. Invest your mind and intellect in me. That's what he is saying. The next one, he says, Yo mat bhaktas same priya. So now he says, those who have these qualities in them, they are my favorite. They are my favorite devotees. They are my favorite bhaktas. He says, the one who has these qualities in them, they are my favorite bhakta. That means he really likes you. If you have these qualities, he really likes you. Next shloka. Uh, uh, 15 shloka, we'll sing it together. Yasmanno dvijate loko, lokanno dvijate chayah, harshamarshbhayodvegair, mukto yassa cha me priyah. Now, some of us are naughty people. What we do is, in school, sometimes I have seen people, they make paper balls. What do they do with these paper balls? Have you made paper balls? If you would have, I don't know if you have done the same thing, but I've seen people, they make these paper balls and they throw them on someone. It's most likely someone sitting next to you or not immediately next to you because you don't want them to know. So where will you throw it? You'll throw it on the person sitting besides the person who is sitting next to you. So who will get caught? You won't get caught. The person behind that person will get caught. So this is one thing that we should not do. Or there are people who tease others. The quality is annoying or triggering or agitating others. This is the quality. Annoying someone, triggering someone, agitating someone. Or we are walking down the road and we saw a dog. Some people, you should never do this. Some people, what they do, they try to throw a pebble at this dog. They won't do it if they feel that this dog is big and it can bite us. They'll only do it to a poor little dog. So, triggering, annoying, or agitating someone, this is a quality that Bhagwan doesn't like. So, not annoying anyone, not triggering anyone, not agitating in anyone is the quality that you should have, not doing these things. So, if you don't do this, you can rate yourself higher. And annoying anyone can be any reason. Today, your mom made something and it didn't taste good, or you wanted to eat something, but she made something else. And then you're getting upset at her. That means you're annoying her, right? So, or you wanted to watch your favorite show, and your brother or sister, he or she took the remote first, and their show is going on first. Now you cannot watch. So you took the remote back and changed the channel. When you do this, what you're doing is you're annoying someone, triggering someone, agitating someone. Doing it for no reason is even worse, but even doing it otherwise is bad. So, this is a quality that we should not have. The quality that we should have is not annoying, not triggering, not agitating anyone. So, you can rate yourself 0 to 10 on that. If you don't do it, any of this, you can rate yourself higher. If you do it, rate yourself lower. Then, Lokanno dvijate chayaha. This is equally important. This means not getting annoyed by others. Whatever others are doing, not getting annoyed by it. That is a quality that Bhagwan likes in all of us. So you know the story of Prahlad, right? So many times his father tried to kill him. Hiranyakashipu, he tried to kill him so many times. With Putana, he tried to burn him, and in so many cases, did you hear any time in the story that Prahlad, even though he was a 5-year-old kid, he was a 5-year-old kid, did you see him cry anytime or complain, or even did his state of mind change ever, even once? No. Why? Because he wouldn't get annoyed by others. Even if they're trying to kill him, he wasn't bothered by it. He was so focused on Bhagwan that he didn't care if anyone is trying to kill him or what's going to happen with him. He wasn't scared or worried at all. So, someone like Prahlad will have 10 out of 10 on this quality. And if we have this quality in us, then we can rate ourselves higher. We have less, we can rate ourselves lesser. So, not getting annoyed by others or triggered by others or agitated by others. Another example is, simple example. You wanted to, you wanted to play games or you wanted to go out, but your mom won't allow you. Why? Because you have studies to finish. You didn't do your homework. Then if you get upset, that means you're getting annoyed by someone. So this is not the quality we should have. We should not get annoyed by people. If you have it, you can rate yourself higher. Next is Harshamarshbhayodvegaye mukto yassacha me priyaha. Harsha. We saw this word before. Harsha means joy, getting excited, getting too excited. Joy is something that if we get excited when we get good things, if we get a new pen and if we get excited, that means there will be a time when we would not get it and we would get sad. So, joy is something that we should be able to control. There are four of these things that Bhagwan has mentioned: joy, harsha, marsha, bhaya, udvega. Four of these things. These are four separate qualities. You can note all of them. First one is joy. You should not get too excited when you're in a joyful situation. If you have that quality, you can rate yourself higher. Amarsha. Amarsha is jealousy. So, Irsha, it comes from Irsha. If we have something good for us, but then we say, oh yeah, sorry, Holika was the one. Holika was the one who tried to burn Prahlada. By mistake, I said Putana. Yes, Holika. That's why we celebrate Holi. Then Harsha, Amarsha. Amarsha is the quality. Amarsha is jealousy. Jealousy, if we have something but we see it something better with the other person, that's jealousy, and it's a bad thing. It doesn't help us at all. If we get 99% marks and somebody else get 100%, if that happens and if we get upset, that means we have jealousy. And if you have high jealousy, you can rate, you should rate yourself lower. And if you have less jealousy, you can rate yourself higher. Then bhaya. Bhaya means fear. If you're fearful, if you get feared a lot, so sometimes there might be a cockroach in the house. It might be in the other end of the house, but still we get feared, we panic. If we do that, we are fearful. So Bhagwan likes people who don't fear that much, who might, you can be cautious, that is fine. You can be safe at a safe place, but don't panic about things. If you're fearful, that is a bad quality. So not being fearful is the quality here. You can rate yourself. And udvegai. Udvegai is annoyance, getting agitated, getting, previously it was about other people, but now it is annoyed by anything, anything that happens in your life, day-to-day life. If you get annoyed a lot, that means you should score yourself less. If you get less annoyed, you can score yourself higher. Then mukto yas sachame priyaha. Mukto yas sachame priyaha. The one who is beyond all these things, who is beyond harsha, amarsha, bhaya, udvega, he is Bhagwan's favorite. He says, this kind of person is my favorite. Then next shloka, 16th shloka. Anapekshasya chirdaksha udasino gatavyathaha सर्वारंभ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः. Anapeksha. Anapeksha is, can you guess what it is? Anapeksha. Anapeksha means not having any expectation, not keeping any expectations. So if you expect, simple example, if you expect you have an exam today, you took the exam and if you expect, yes, I'm gonna get full marks. Before it, it's fine. But after you get, if you're done with exam, and if you're still thinking, yes, I should get full marks, and if you get 99% instead of 100%, that's gonna make you sad. So not having any expectations. No, you can have goals in your life, but don't expect the outcomes to occur exactly when you want. If you have that, then you have no expectations, then you can rate yourself higher. Anapeksha shuchihi. Shuchihi is cleanliness, and there are two types. There is cleanliness of your body. You cut your nails, you take a bath, you clean your hair, your face, you wash your hands, legs, you keep your room clean so that you don't get sick enough. All of this is external cleanliness, Shuchi. But in Shuchi, there is another one, having a clean mind, not letting bad thoughts or evil thoughts take over your head. That is also cleanliness of mind. So both of these are cleanliness. So if you have these, you can rate yourself higher. Uh, then Daksha. Daksha is expert, skillful, smart, innovative. If you're expert, smart, skillful in the sense, not just book smart. If you're, uh, so let's say today we learned about bringing Krishna more in our life. Now, if you're able to, if you come with new ways to include him in your life. If you're, I gave you example of dancing, singing, painting. If you have another hobby that I haven't told you yet, but you came up with it, oh, I can bring Krishna in this aspect of my life. I can bring Bhagwan in this aspect of my life. If you are able to do that, that is another good skill. That means you are smart over there. So similar to that, in different aspects of your life, if you are smart, skillful, that is a quality that Bhagwan likes. Then uh, Udasina. Udasina is spectator. Being a spectator. This is the next quality. Being spectator, neutral, indifferent, all these are synonyms. These are the same words. What does it mean? Tomorrow, let's say there is India and Pakistan match on TV. All people in India are gonna support India. They're gonna be excited. They want India to win. People in Pakistan, they're supporting Pakistan. Suppose there is a referee. There is a referee, and he is from some other country. He is from Australia. Is he gonna get? He's watching the whole game. In fact, he's there on the playground. Now, what happens if India doesn't score well? Or what happens if someone hits a wicket in Pakistan and they are about to lose? Does it matter to this referee? No. His emotions are not invested in it. He is there, he is doing his job, but his emotions are not invested in it. He is not that much bothered whoever wins. So, just like this referee, in different aspects of your life, if you are not uh, uh, suppose you take exam, you prepare for it good, you take the exam good, but if you're not overthinking about it or any other aspect, you're not anywhere you're not getting attached to different things, you're just a spectator. If you are able to act like that, that is a quality that Bhagwan likes. That means you're able to connect with him more and more. You're not getting attached by different things. Then gatavyatha. Gatavyatha is not experiencing pain or difficulty. So today we wanted to eat pani puri. Mom promised us tonight I'm gonna make pani puri for sure. And then some urgent task comes up, something that your mom couldn't take care of, and now she cannot make the pani puri. Some people, they start crying. They're like, "You promised me. Why cannot? Why don't I have that? Why can I not get pani puri?" Some people throw tantrums. So if we do that, then we are experiencing pain or difficulty, even for silly reasons. So if your mom gets you a new dress and you wanted the white one, but she got you something in yellow color, and you get upset. So all of uh, these are even silly things. This is not even major things, but if you get upset by that, that means you're experiencing pain and difficulty. So if you have less in it, if you have that quality less in you, uh, if you feel pain and difficulty a lot, that means you should score less. Otherwise, you can score higher. Then sarvarambha parityagi. Another quality is the one who gives up all the initiations, because he's so much focused on Bhagwan that he is not bringing up any initiations. What does it mean? Suppose you want to eat pizza. You want to eat pizza. Now you're asking everyone, let's go out and eat pizza today, or let's go out and eat something else today. Let's eat dosa today. Let's go out. If you do that, then that means you're initiating things that are not necessary. You're initiating things based on your desires. So that is a quality that Bhagwan wants less in us. He wants less initiation. We should initiate things towards Bhagwan, not things that are going to take us to desires. So, no initiation. Then, we'll sing the next shloka, 17th. Yo na hrishyati na dveshti na shochati na kankshati shubha shubha parityagi bhaktimanya same priyaha. So, yona hrishyati. Again, not getting excited is the quality. Yona hrishyati, not getting excited. If you have this high in you, you can rate yourself high. Next one is nadveshti. Nadveshti is having no hatred. Now, previously it was getting angry at someone. This is hatred, hating anything, not just people, but anything that you don't like. If you're watching TV and there is some noise outside, someone is doing their job and there is construction happening, or there are cars, and we get upset, that means we are hating things. So not experiencing hatred is the quality. Nashochati. This is an important one. Nashochati is not getting sorrowful, not crying all the time. This is nashochati. No sorrow or not crying is another quality that we should have high in us. Next one, na kankshati. This is an important one. Having no desires. Now, this is again difficult. It's difficult to not have any desires, especially when we are young. So, what we can do is we can limit our desires. We can make them less and less. So, no desires is na kankshati. So, if you have this quality, if you don't desire different things, then what would happen is you're going to end up desiring Bhagwan. You'll be more focused on Bhagwan, and he'll become better and better friend of yours. So, Shubha Shubha Parityagi. This is the next quality. Shubha Shubha Parityagi. Giving up all the good and bad works. Now, what does it mean by giving up the good and bad works? If we are doing something bad, of course, we have to give it. If we are being bad to someone, or if we are not studying well, we should improve that. We should not do bad works, bad things. So, giving up bad things. And why is he also saying giving up good things? Now, when it comes to good things, he means something else. He means, let's say, if we should sleep, we should have a good sleep. That is a good thing. But if we are sleeping too much, that means it's a bad thing. So even if something is good, we shouldn't overdo it. We shouldn't do good things too much. So that is Shubha Ashubha Parityagi, giving up good or bad works as well. We'll see. 18 shloka, let's sing it together. Samashatrau cha mitre cha tatha manapamanayoh शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखेषु समसंग विवर्जितः Samashatrau cha mitre cha. Now this is again, some of us find it difficult. Equally seeing your friend and enemy, whether someone is your friend or enemy, not being biased towards them. If someone is a person that you like and someone you don't like a lot, first of all, you should not, you should be equal to them. You should be able to see them equally. So Arjuna, even though he was at this battleground, he was able to, he felt so bad that he has to kill his relatives. Even though it was necessary for him, he felt bad, even though he didn't consider them as enemy at all. He saw them equally. Just like these Pandavas are here, the Kauravas are there on that side. He still fought the war. Bhagwan asked him to fight the war because it was necessary, because Kauravas were bad people. They were treating everyone bad, but he didn't hate them. He didn't see them any differently than his friends or his immediate Pandavas. So equally seeing friend and enemy. Next is Tatha Mana Apamana Yoho. Mana Apamana. Respect, disrespect. So if someone is being respectful towards you, that means Mana. Someone is being disrespectful, that means Apamana. If this happens with you, your state of mind shouldn't change. If someone is being too good to you, respectful, you shouldn't get excited. At the same time, someone is being disrespectful to you, you shouldn't feel too bad. It shouldn't ruin your whole day. You shouldn't feel sad for the whole day. So if you are able to see respect and disrespect equally, that means it's a good quality that Bhagwan likes. Then Shitoshna Sukha Dukkheshu. Shita Ushna. Shita means cold, Ushna means hot. If it gets too cold, we shouldn't get agitated. We should, if we are focusing on something, again studying, and if the fan goes off, we are not able to. It's too hot, or if it is too cold, it shouldn't bother us. Maybe it will bother us, but it shouldn't bother us that much that we lose our peace of mind. So if we have this quality, we can rate ourselves high. And there is another one in it, that joy and sorrow, which we saw earlier. Joy and sorrow, you should be able to see them equally. When you see joyful situation, you should understand there can be a sorrowful situation. Maybe you will experience joy and sorrow, that is fine, but don't lose your peace of mind with it. So when you do that, that means you have a good quality, that you're seeing joy and sorrow equally. You can rate yourself based on that. And Samasanga Vivarjitaha. Sanga Vivarjitaha. Without any attachment. Attachment can be anything. You might be too attached to a pen that you have. You might be attached to your TV. You might be attached to your friend. You might be attached to some favorite food. All of these are attachment. If you are able to not get affected when these attached things go away from you, then you have a good quality in you. You can rate yourself accordingly. No attachment is this quality. Then next shloka, let's sing it together. Tulyanindastu tirmauni santushto yena kenachit aniketa sthiramatir bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Tulya ninda stuti. Tulya is comparable. Ninda and stuti. Ninda is insult. Stuti is praise. Someone praises us, we get excited. We get excited and we think that we are better. Then what happens? Some other day when someone doesn't praise us, we will feel bad. Or someone insults us, we will feel even worse. So, what should be the case? We shouldn't be affected by insult or praise. We should see them equally. If you're able to do that, then you can rate yourself higher. Then, Tulyaninna Stutir Mauni. Mauni, what does this word mean? Thinking, remembering, meditating. Any of these words will work. You can write any of them. Thinking, remembering, meditating. Now, about what? About positive things. When you are studying this, let's say you're studying Bhagavad Gita, if you later after this session, if you're actually thinking how I can improve these qualities in me, if you're doing that, that means you're a Mauni. You are trying to think and improve yourself. Thinking about positive improvements is Mauni. And even better, you're able to think of Bhagwan again and again. You're able to talk to him or bring him in your life. That means uh, you're a Mauni. Then, Santushto Yena Kenachit. Santushto Yena Kenachit. Always satisfied, we saw earlier, in whichever situation comes. So previously it was just satisfaction. Here, even if it's a difficult situation, you are able to be satisfied. If you're in a difficult situation, still you are able to stay satisfied. That is this quality. Santushto yena kenachit. Aniketaha. Next one is aniketaha. Aniketaha. What does it mean? Not being attached to the place where you live. When we are young, sometimes, especially when we first time we are going to school, we don't like it. Why? Because we love our home. We don't want to meet so many strangers. We don't know how it will go. So, attachment of the place that you live is aniketaha. If you don't have that attachment, if you are able to live anywhere, if you go to some other place, somebody, you're living at your relative's space, and you're still satisfied, you're not you don't constantly want to go home, that means you don't have attachment to the place that you live. Aniketaha. Sthiramati. Sthiramati is stable mind. So many things can happen. Today, when your mom cooked something, she didn't put enough salt, so it doesn't taste good. And if you get upset, that means your mind is not stable. Or if if you want to watch TV and somebody else already got the remote, all these examples, if they make us upset, that means our mind is not stable. If we are able to focus, if we are studying or reading Bhagavad Gita, we are able to focus, that means we have stable mind. So the next quality is stable mind. Bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Bhaktiman me priyo naraha. So the next quality is Bhaktiman. Bhaktiman is the one who's practicing bhakti, the one who's doing any of these things that you like, which bring Bhagwan more into your life. It can be bhajan, it can be kirtan, it can be doing puja, it can be taking Bhagwan's name, chanting, it can be reading Bhagavad Gita. If you like chanting the shlokas, if you like listening to the meanings of the shlokas, that is also you're doing bhakti. You're trying to become better and better friend of Bhagwan. If you're able to do that, that means you are a bhaktiman. So Bhagwan is saying such a person is my favorite. Now the last shloka. The last shloka, he tells us who's his most favorite, who he likes the most. So let's sing the last shloka together. ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः. So, to summarize, what Bhagwan says is that even among the people who have these qualities, the one that I like the most, who he will consider as his best friend, he is telling us that in this shloka. So he says, the one who is full of faith, who has with all his faith, he is practicing these qualities that I've told. It's 39 qualities that Bhagwan has told us. The one who is practicing these to increase those quality in their life, he likes them the most. They are his best favorite people. So if you want to be Bhagwan's favorite, uh, all the qualities that you wrote, you have rated yourself from 0 to 10 in each of them. Add it up, sum all of it, and you'll get a total number. Next time, try to increase that number. Let's say you have less score in anger, try to work on it. Try to get less angry. If you get angry, try to forgive people. If you are able to do that, then if you practice this, Bhagwan is saying you're my most favorite. You're my best friend. If someone is practicing these things to be better and better friend of Bhagwan, you become Bhagwan's most favorite. Okay, now we'll say the Pushpika. Om Tat Saditi Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Supaniषत्su Brahma Vidyāyai Yoga Shastre Shri Krishnārjuna Samvade Bhakti Yogo Nama Dvadashodhyayah. Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. This statement, it summarizes that in Bhagavad Gita, this in Bhagavad Gita, which is a summary of Upanishada, which is part of our Yoga Shastra, which is all our spiritual studies, which is also a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Bhakti Yogo Nama. And the name of this adhyaya is Bhakti Yoga, and it is Dvadashodhyayaha, 12th adhyaya. Okay, Jai Shri Krishna. So let me make an announcement. Last time we had a quiz, L1 quiz, and I wanted to announce the winner of that quiz. So the winner is Amardeep Hitendra Chaudhary Bhaiya. Congratulations. You scored 92.65, which is a very high score. Congratulations to you. And you only took 24 minutes, 50 seconds to take the quiz. So congratulations. Very good. You have practiced very well. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you so much, Deepak Bhaiyaji, respected Deepak Bhaiyaji, for such an enlightening session where we all have understood what we all qualities should bear to get closer to God and to become His favorites. We all want to become His favorites, right? That is why I see you all lovely children gathered over here. I would like to congratulate Amarjeet Bhaiya for getting such a great score. And I'm sure you all have done great today, getting great scores, because you all are such small budding Gita learners and you are imbibing Gita at such a young age. I will tell you all a secret. I have scored very less. Sachi, really, I'm telling you, I have scored very, very less. When I listened to him, but now we know that we have joined Geeta Pariwar and we are listening to Deepak Bhaiyaji. So I told myself that I will try to improve upon what our respected interpreter wants to convey to us. And definitely I will try to improve upon myself and like to improve upon my score. And next time I'll report him. And I'm sure you all are great ones. You all must have scored great. Thank you, Bhaiya, so much for your lovely interpretation. If I know Bhaiya explained so beautifully, still, if anyone has queries, please raise your hands. Bhaiya, can we open the platform for question and answers?
Yes, of course. Yep.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Recently there was a new question. Is this based on the second half of the Adhyay?
Today's shlokas?
No. Recently there was sent a new quiz.
Oh, yes. The next quiz will be on the latter half. Yes.
Was that based on the second half?
Yes, I will in your group, they'll tell you the details about what exact shlokas or from which shloka to which shloka you should prepare. Yes? Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you, Jai Shri
Hmm.
Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Any more questions?
Anyone wants to ask question?
Sumanaji.
Yeah.
Jai Shri
Sumana ji, can
Krishna,
you turn
sir.
on your camera? Jai Shri Krishna.
Sir,
Yes.
just I want to know the meaning of the 17th and 18th sloka. As I was unable to.
I couldn't hear you well. You said 17th and 18th shloka.
Yes, sir.
You can, so this recording is on YouTube. You can go there, and because it's a big, right? 2 whole shlokas, you can go to YouTube and see it again if that works for you. If you have any specific word in those shlokas that you want to know, I can tell you now. Yeah. Mhm.
Any more questions?
Mhm.
No more questions. Bhaiya, can we move ahead? Oh, yes, we have one more.
Yeah, Prathaji. Yes.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi Bhaiya.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Actually, I had a question that there was a specific term like satisfied. It says that we need to get satisfied with what all performance we had done, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
But sometimes when we are not happy with our performances, like for example, if I had given an exam and it was of 10 marks and I have just scored maybe 8 or 7, something like that, then I need to be satisfied about that, or I should focus on improving my performances.
It's a very good question that you've asked. So, if the question is if we are satisfied by 7 out of 10 score, how will we score more? Should we be content with 7 out of 10 and not improve? So the answer is no. Now, where does satisfaction come from? So if you're basing your satisfaction, or if you're calculating your satisfaction based on the score of the exam, that means that means if you get less score, you're not going to be satisfied. What you better than that, what you can do is don't put your satisfaction based on the score. Don't focus just on the score. Focus on the process of learning. If you, let's say, if you're studying for science, then enjoy that. Focus on enjoy learning science, or your goal should be studying these chapters well. If your goal is marks, then it is fine. You should work on marks. That is good. But even better than that is if your goal is today I'll study this chapter very well. I'll ask so many questions to my teacher based on this chapter. If you're doing that, then your goal is better. And then, yes, if you get 7 out of 10, maybe you will feel sad for a bit, but you wouldn't feel as sad because you're focused on the process of studying. So next time, what you'll do is you'll focus more on studying even better. Maybe you missed some of the sections, you didn't practice them well. So you'll focus on that. So if you get your satisfaction from marks, better than that is getting your satisfaction from that activity that you're doing. And even better than that is doing that activity for Bhagwan. If you do that, then you'll do it very well because you'll think that you're doing it for Bhagwan and to make him happy. And that way, even if you wouldn't get bothered by less marks. But at the same time, you will automatically be working for better marks because you're enjoying that process. You're focusing on that process.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya.
That
Welcome.
was really an innovative question, Prathaji. And Bhaiya has taught us all ways and means how we can improve upon our score. I'm really going to try to adapt because my score is really flop. Yeah. Any more questions? No more questions.
Anyone wants to ask any other question? Yeah, okay.
Bhaiya, can we go ahead for the prayer?
Yes, yeah.
A
Is
prayer?
there someone?
Anything? Bhaiya is saying something?
Is someone gonna say the prayer or should I say?
Yeah. Someone is saying.
Mhm.
Our prayer will be taken by Uma Rani ji, who is from Kamareddy. She's joined Geeta Pariwar in 2023. She's in the calling and migration department. She's a tech star and a code trainer. We have lots of multifaceted faculty in Geeta Pariwar. Didi, kindly take the prayer.
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Thank you, Didi, for such a melodious prayer. Thank you, Deepak Bhaiya, for guiding us on how to become hot favorites of the Lord and really guiding so well. I really feel I am really at the bottom. I really need to work more. These children are really great, for sure, really budding guitar interest learners. And I would like to thank our tech star, Bhargavi Saripalli Didi, who has hosted this session for all of us. And also you all lovely sadhaks who are such lovely kids showing so much interest and so much interaction in Gita interpretation. May God bless you all. Don't go anywhere. Hold your seats. Now we have Pavan Putra Hanumanji coming. We'll listen to Hanuman Chalisa and we will get Maruti ji's blessing.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा गानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजग बंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय.
We all meet again next week. Till then, we ponder upon the teachings which our respected Bhaiya taught us today.